Hello Rebel and welcome back to my life. So I hate it when people tell me that I suck, and I also actively pursue people who will do that exact thing. Not pursue them, I don't chase people, I seek them out and try to form a relationship with, you get the idea. In my personal friendships, I'll try to connect with people who will tell me when I'm being a crappy person, and in my books and writing, I will try and find editors and beta readers who will tell me when my books are terrible. Because here's the thing, there are plenty of people already who will tell me that I'm a good person or that my books are great. I've never had a shortage of that, I've had a great support system my entire life. But I've talked before on this channel about how I'm a narcissist and how no, I'm not joking when I say that. I'm hardwired by an entire lifetime of praise and privilege to already think I'm awesome and that everything I do, including my books, is already great. That's my default setting. But I've also studied and self-reflected enough to know that in a lot of cases, there is no basis in reality for thinking that I'm great, or even very good sometimes. Sometimes I write a bad book, I always write a bad first draft, and sometimes I am thoughtless or careless in my actions and the way that the things I say affect other people. But when I do those things, I still instinctively think I did a good thing, or at least that I didn't do anything wrong, or in the case of my books, that the books are great regardless. When I first wrote my book, Darkfire, I thought it was amazing. I thought it was the best underground book I'd written so far. I was on top of the world. And it wasn't until that book was read by two of my favorite beta readers, looking at you, Kristen and Jess, that they revealed to me that this book was actually terrible, and that it was maybe the worst underwhelmed book I'd written so far. And that sucked. That felt bad. But here's the thing, they were right. And I saw what they were talking about, and I did my best to fix it, and I really do think that Darkfire became the best book I'd written up to that point, although hopefully I've continued to improve since. Now here's an important element to this. I have to solicit advice from people who, actually know what they're talking about. Because trust me, the other thing that I've learned from several years of being a professional internet person is that you can always find plenty of people who will tell you that you're awful, whether that is true or not. It works both ways. It's easy to think you're worse than you are, and it's easy to think you're better than you are, depending on the type of person you are and the type of people who are around you. I really do think that self-awareness is the highest of human virtues. That might be overstating it, but I don't think so. That is one reason I don't react well to people fishing for compliments, in any aspect really, but particularly when it comes to personal behavior. If someone tells me they're an awful person or that they always do a terrible thing, my first instinct is not to jump in and reassure them that they're not a terrible person or that they haven't done a bad thing. Because that's actually a tactic people will use to avoid responsibility for wrongdoing. It starts when someone tells them that something they've done is harmful or not good in some way. And then the person who did the bad thing says, I guess I'm just terrible, I guess I'm just awful, I'm a bad person. And this makes the other person try to jump in and boost them up and make them feel better about themselves. But all that means is that the person who actually did something wrong never takes responsibility or improves themselves and stops doing the bad thing. That's why when I say I did something wrong, or that I'm a narcissistic person, or that I have some personality flaw, I'm not looking for a compliment. I'm not looking to be boosted up and told that I'm actually great. I am recognizing something in myself that I don't like, that I'm going to try and improve in the future. I don't need somebody to go, no, you're fine, you're great, you're doing amazing, because trust me, in the back of my mind, that is like the entire repeating soundtrack. So please, whether it's here on my vlog, or in my books, or anywhere else, if you see me doing something bad, tell me I suck. That's it for today, Rebel. Check out another YouTube video on the channel right up here, or check out my Patreon right down there and get my secret weekend videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!